So here we will consider few tables, okay? In the chat box I have given you, see. First we'll do product table. You don't do anything. I'll give you the code, you just copy paste. The which is the independent table here, you see. Out of these, we have product table, we have category table, we have orders table, hmm? We have customer table. Look at it carefully and tell me which is the one which is independent table. Customer, yes, but apart from customer, there is one more, no? Which is that? Which is independent? Category. Perfect. Because even in category, we don't have any dependency. In customer, we don't have dependency. Dependent tables are which one? Dependent tables are product and order. Because in product, what is the foreign key? CID is the foreign key. In orders, what is the foreign key? PID, correct. Now I'll give you one this thing. Wait for me. Mm, Copy this and run this one. First, you're creating database as shopdb. Okay. Then use shopdb. Then CI category with CID and CNAME. Then customer. Then product. And then the orders. So run this and refresh your schema. If it's done, no, let me know in the chat box so that I get to know how many people have done it. You take the content which I gave only because we will have similar result when we are doing our thing. Okay. So what we'll do, I'll give you one more. So run these, okay? I'll give you in the chat. If you're getting the similar result, no, let me know. So this is category, this is customer, this is product, and this is orders. Okay. So now, second, 1 minute. Uh, Guys, we'll come back to this one. Okay. This is category, right? The category is here, product is here. Now, which is the product which belongs to sales category, you see? Which is the product that belongs to sales? Looking at this Excel sheet, which table is dependent, you tell me? Which table is dependent here? We have product table, right? Product table is dependent on whom? Category table. Okay. In category, look at the category ID. What is the category ID for sales? 3. Do we have in products table? Okay. Do we have in products table which has cat ID as 3? And do we have in products table that is, sorry, CID as 3? Yeah. Which is that CID 3? Sales brochure pack, correct? That is this one, PID is equal to 4. So if the question is asked, give me all the products which belongs to sales category, sales is directly not there in the product table, but it is there in which table? It is there in the category table. So when it is there in the category table, the best thing to know is first the common columns between these two. What is the common column? CID, because it is the foreign key. So first what I should select? I know sales, no? First I have to select CID from sales. Sorry, CID from category where CNAME is equal to sales. If I give select CID from category where CNAME is equal to sales, what it will give me? Select CID from category where CNAME is equal to sales. What it will give me? 3. Perfect. Because what is the CID of sales? 3. Okay. So we'll do in subquery fashion right now. The first question will be select all the products that belong to sales category. I'm doing subquery right now. Okay, subquery means query inside a query. Always inner query has to be done first. So in this part by part, what you'll do first is you find out the CID of sales from category. Okay, that is the first thing that you'll do. How you'll do that? Select CID from which table? From category where CNAME is equal to sales. Take this. Only this much if we are running. Only this part if we are running. 3 we are going to get. Okay, we got this one. Now, what is the second step that you have to do in subquery? What is the second step? Find all the products from products table where CID is equal to whatever result of a query. Okay, result of a query. How will we do this? This will be my innermost query. This will be inner query. Outer query will be select star from product where CID in, and this whole thing is there, no? It should come here. Okay. So if I run whole this part, you will notice PID, PNAME, price, CID is equal to 3. So from here, what did you do? You took CID. What was the CID for that particular sales? Something. Right now, 3, I think. So this whole thing will give you 3. What is the outer query? Select star from product where CID in that particular order. This in the whole tuple you are going to get 3. So basically it is going to select all the products where CID is equal to 3. We just have one product. Okay, take this down. Important one. Brackets where you are giving, how much you are giving is also important. Others, if it is completed, tell me. This is done. Okay. Now, if the question is select all the products that belongs to life science and retail. Select all the products that belongs to life science and retail. Can you tell me PIDs which will belong to life science and retail? Because a life science CID is 1. For 1, how many we have? Robotic arm 2, PID 2, that is lab syrup. Second one is retail. We have retail POS and we have 5. Okay, these has to be given. But right now we do not know CID, no, to map here. So the same question we have to tackle by the next part, that is that belongs to life science and retail. Okay, if this is the case, the whole query will remain same. But here what will happen? This will become, we'll come back to this one. What is that? Life science. Okay, and you have to give one more, no? What is that? I can give here instead of giving C name equal to, because there are two things. One is life science, which is the other one. The other one is retail. So comma, close the bracket, check which one it is. Retail, put it in single quote. Okay. So if I run only this much, no? If I run only so much, you'll notice that 1 and 2 it is giving me. CID is 1 and 2. Now, if I run the entire thing, that's why I have given here in operator, so that multiple CIDs if I get, I should be able to give that product. If I put equal to, no, since the inner query is giving you two different CIDs, when I give equal to is expecting only one value. If it is giving more than one value, you have to put in operator, safer side. Okay. Select all this, run this again. You'll be getting all the, okay, products. Let me know if this is done. Spelling, be careful, huh? It's done. Everyone, is it finished? I'll go to the next one, okay? So we'll go to the next one here. Now, in orders, if you see what all is there, you look at it first. We have order ID, we have PID, we have quantity, we have customer ID. Okay. So this orders is dependent on this, what is that product, correct? So now if the question is such like, select all the products, sorry, mm, hmm, display all the orders, okay, which belongs to category life science. How will you do that? Display all the products that belongs to category life science. What is life science CID you see? What is the CID of life science? 1. Okay. What are the products that belong to 1? What are the products that belong to CID 1? 1 and 2. That is robotic arm and lab syrup. Okay. Now, what are the PIDs of robotic arm and lab syrup? 1. Come to the orders table. In orders table, do we have PID 1 anywhere? Do we have PID 1? Yes. For which particular order ID? For order ID is equal to 1. Correct. So now if he says that give me all the products whose who belongs to retail, let us say. What is the retail's CID you see? What is retail CID? 2. Okay. Come to the products table. In products table, what are the products that has CID 2? PIDs. That is, if 2 is the CID, PID is 3, 2 is the CID, PID is 5. So how much it is? 3 and 5. Come to your orders table. Do we have 3 and 5 in orders table? Do we have 3 and 5 in orders table? PID 3 and 5 is available. Here it is 3. Okay, what is the order ID? 3. 5. Order ID is 4. Then again 3. Order ID is how much? 6. So what it is? 3, 4 and 6. Correct? So how many tables are we needing here? Totally how many tables? 3 tables. What is the innermost query? What is the innermost query? First we found out what? Category ID of what did we find out first? CID. Of which particular C name? Which is the C name that we were searching for? Initially we did life science, but right now what answer you give latest one, no? That was retail, I think. Correct. Because retail CID is 2. Okay, this you mapped with another one, that is the product. So this is innermost query, this is middle query, this is the last query. If you're doing it through subqueries. So what we should be writing? Select all the order ID based on the products belonging to retail. So we need category table, inner query, then which will be mapped to product, then it will be mapped to orders. Okay. Now innermost query is, tell me the innermost query. What we found out first. What did you find out first? Innermost query. We selected what in this query? What we selected? Select CID from category where, yeah, correct. If they have given just retail only, nothing else they have given, then you use equal to. Okay. Otherwise, use in. Multiple, if it is there, then you can use in. So here, if I give select CID from category where C name in, or you can write it as equal to also because only one name is given a step. Okay. Now this is the inner query. You got CID as 2. Which table did you go next? From here, which table did you go? To the product table. What will be the intermediate query? What did you select from here? Based on CID is equal to 2, what did you select? Select star from product where CID. Will you give select star or you specifically selected something in this? Because you will send this to the orders, no? In orders, I can't send PID, PName, price, and CID. It is not there in products. What is there in products? PID. Perfect. So select PID because only this is the foreign key between these two. Okay, common column. So what we'll do here, we'll give select PID from product table where CID in that you have given here. This is the inner query. Okay. When we know that category, that CID from category retail, only one CID we are getting, instead of in, you can use equal to. But tomorrow, if you want to change multiple values, then you can give it as in. Okay. Now, what will be the outermost query? We selected PID, no? We selected PID from here. Hmm? That PID is which one? 3 and 5. We selected 3 and 5. What did we map that to? Orders. In order, what you have to print and tell? From orders, what do you have to print? Select star from orders where PID in. That can also be possible. But here I think they have mentioned select all the OID. OID means what I'm selecting? Only the order ID. Select OID from which table? From orders table where it has PID, no? In, because multiple PIDs are available for me. So, hmm, open bracket, closed here, open bracket, closed here. Okay. Now if I run this, we are getting 3, 6, and 4. Did we have 3, 6, and 4? 3, 6, and 4. Take it down. This is 3 table query, okay? It's done, everyone. Okay. After this, no? Can you try one? I'll ask you to do it. You can try. Um, Select all the customers, okay, who have ordered retail POS. Select all the customers who have ordered retail POS. How many tables are you joining? Select all the customers who has ordered retail POS. Retail POS is what? Product or category? Product, correct? So retail POS device is coming from what? Product. Do we have in product customer? Is there anything called as cust ID in the product? Yes, no, no. Where is the customer right now? Where is the customer ID, cust ID in which table? Orders. So we have connection between orders and customer. We have connection between orders and product as well, correct? What is the common column between these two? Products and orders. What is the common column? PID. Perfect. So first innermost query should be what? What we are trying to find out? PID from product table where P name is equal to what? Retail POS device. Correct? What is retail POS device ka PID? 3. Now, this 3 should be passed to your orders. In orders, which is the order ID which has 3? Which is the order ID which has 3? 3 and 6. Okay. If we get to know the OID here, 3 and 6, from this 3 and 6, what we should find out? OID or cust ID? OID or cust ID? Cust ID. What is the cust ID of 3? Cust ID of 3 is 3. Cust ID of 6 is 2. Okay. From orders table, we know that customer ID is 3 and 2, correct? 3 and 2, where I should find out? Should I find out in product, category or customer? Where I should pass this? Customer. In customer, who is the third one? Is Neha. And who is the second one? It is Rahul. Vikas, good. Select star from customer or cust ID in. Select cust ID from orders where PID in. Select PID from product where P name in. Perfect. Okay, we will run this. Hmm. If the question was to just print the customers, then you can give that cust name or something. What was that? C name. Okay, if you want everything, then give select star. Okay, take this down. What we know will be innermost. We knew that retail POS device from the product, it was innermost. Common column between orders and products was PID. So we are selecting PID. If you're selecting PID, then where PID in only will be there because that is what you're selecting from here. From which table? Orders table. Once we come to orders table, we are interested in cust ID because we need to pull out the customers. So if it is cust ID here, here also it must be foreign key, that is the customer ID. If he has written here CUSID in the customer table, then that will be the case. What you're trying to pull? Everything, all the detail from customer. Let me know if this is done. It's done. Now, same thing, okay? Same thing. If I have to do using joins. So, using joins means first we are combining customer table, then we are combining orders table because all intersection based values only will be there. Then we are combining product table. So here what it will be? Select star from customer. Okay. Make it as inner join, which is the table, orders table. Inner join orders. Customer, I'll give alias C. Order, I'll give alias orders, no? Orders, I'll give alias O. What is the common column between customer and what is this? Orders. Which is the common column? Cust ID. So what we'll do? Inner join orders O on C dot cust ID is equal to O dot cust ID. Means on which particular table are we joining? We are going to join on customer ID because it is common between customer and orders. Why did we give C and O? Otherwise, I should have written customer dot cust ID is equal to orders dot cust ID, which is bigger notation. No, so I gave a alias here. Now this will in turn join product table. So again, inner join product. PL give on. What is the common column between product table and orders table? PID. Correct? That is the common column. So what you will do? P dot PID is equal to O dot PID because between orders and product, the common column is what? PID. Also, where one more clause is there, no? Where P name is this much. P dot P name is equal to retail POS device. If I'm running this query, see here, all the rows it is going to show because I have given select star now, everything it is going to show. If I didn't give select star, if I give C dot star, if I give C dot star, if I run this, you'll get only the customer details. Okay. That is all the columns of customer. C dot star means all the columns of customer. It is inner joining which table? Orders table. Customer and order have one thing common, that is cust ID. So after on, you have to always mention the common columns between these two. Then you're joining product. Product common column between orders and product. That you'll put it here. One more condition is there, no? That is the where clause. That will come here. Take this down. on this if this part is done. Let me know in the chat box. It's done? Cool. Tilly, this is C dot star, okay? That means only customers details will be there. If I put comma P dot star, then product details also it will put. If you run this, then you'll get the PID, P name, price, everything, okay, with respect to product. Just if you put star, everything it will give, all the columns. If you wanted just, let us say, C name only, then you can write C dot C name. That's it. We'll go back to the previous one here. Select orders, order ID from orders where PID in. Select PID from product where CID in. This we have given, no? Same thing if we have to write in joins. What you will do? First, which table you are taking? You see? Till here, will it be same? Yes or no? You are again joining two tables now. What your primary intention was to get the order ID. From which table? From orders table. Where PID in which table? That is from PID. It has a category. What was the category? Category name was retail. So basically, you're joining how many tables? You're joining three tables. Which is that one? Category table, product table, and orders table. What you want to print? Orders ID. So select OID from orders O. Inner joining product, because between these two, which is the common entity? Between product and orders, which is the common one? Guys, there? Suddenly you went silent. Between products and orders, which is the common column? PID. Correct. So you're joining on PID. Now, between product and category, which is the common column? CID. So you're joining on CID. Here, this will be select OID because this is what you want to print. OID is what you want to print. So I'll just write O.OID, orders O. I am joining which table? Which is immediate partner for orders to which table you will join? Direct connection orders table, and which table do we have next? Product table. So inner join product. Which is the common column on P dot? What is the common column between those two? PID from product table, PID from orders table. Correct. So it will be P dot PID is equal to O dot PID. Inner join, one more table you'll join. Now, which table? Which table? Category. Which is the common column? C dot CID is equal to P dot CID because both have common column, this one. We also have one extra condition, that is where C name is equal to retail. Okay. You can just write C name, or because it is category C, you can write C dot C name. Okay. It will give a better output. So if I run this, you're getting 3, 6, and 4. Same subquery, but joining based on joining the table, which is easier. If it is done, you can go to the top one and then start doing that previous one. If this is done, give a heads up. It's done? Okay. Can you try this one? Select all the products that belong to life science and retail category using joins. How many tables are you joining, you see? How many tables are you joining? Select star from product where CID in. Select CID from category where CNAME in. Two tables, correct? Okay. So what should be the query? Select star from product P in a join. Which particular table? Category. On which column? Common columns are CID in both. So P dot CID will be equal to C dot CID. Where C dot CNAME in. Put this one. Can you see this here? PID is there, PNAME is there, price is there, CID twice it is coming because these four are coming from product table. These two are coming from category table. If you want only one instance of either of this, then what you can do, here, give it as all the things of product P dot star I need, and from category I just need CNAME. From category I just need CNAME. So when you run this, you will notice only one CID will be there. Okay. Take down this one. If this is done, let me know. Got it? Now, one more. This is not regarding the joins basically, but it has joins. 1 minute. So what we need to do here is we have to print OID, PID, quantity, price, and total price. Okay, that is the question. But do we have total here? In order table, do we have total? Yes, no. Total in the sense, what is PID1? PID1 is what? Robotic arm. What is the price of robotic arm? What is the price of robotic arm? 45,000. That 45,000 is not written here, okay? That is just written in this one. 45,000 into one quantity. What will be the price? 45,000 into 1. Nothing but 45,000. What is the next one you see? PID, OID2, PID2. What is PID2? Lab syrup kit. How much is it? 1200.50 paise. Okay. Into quantity 5. If I do 1200 into 5, how much it will be? Roughly you can say. 6002.5. That should be the output that we are getting. But right now we do not have the price here in the orders table. We do not have total price column also. How do we do this? First, we will just bring the price into the output. How many tables should you join, you see? How many tables do you join? If you need the price, then two tables you'll join. Which are the two tables? Orders and product table. So now in case here, if I want print price per unit of each order based on product ID. If this is the case, then select O dot star. O dot star means everything with respect to orders, comma, P dot price. P dot price. From which table to table? No. Orders O, inner join, product P. On which column are they joining both of them? Which is the common column between them? Orders and product table. Which is the common column between them? PID. So O dot PID is equal to P dot PID. Okay. Only this much I am going to print. If you run this, you're getting this is price per product. Here, I want it to be written as price per unit. Alias, I'm giving. I'll run this. See here, price per unit. Okay, we have this much. Now, how do you get the total price? You have to multiply which particular entity? What all you need to multiply? To get like 5 units of 1200.50 paise means which is this column? Quantity. Quantity should be multiplied by which one? Price per unit. I'll just write here, comma, quantity. Quantity comes from which particular thing? O dot quantity into price per unit. Okay, we'll run this. Computation column they will call this as, which is not existing but you're computing. So it gave me one error. I'll show it to you. Okay. Unknown price per unit. Because unless and until we finish the entire query, this one will not be known to it. So what I'll do, I'll give p dot price. Now let us see. See here. 45,6002. This is one. What is this? This is price per unit. This is total price. Without space, you have to give total price. We'll run this. Hmm. This part is there, no, where two column you're computing together. This is called as computational column. Two joins is happening between two tables, so there is join also. Take this one. The time that they give to solve these many is very minimum, 1 minute or something, or probably 30 seconds. Okay, you should be able to finish it within 30 seconds. It's done. Okay. Now, if I slightly change the question, you have to print all the price per unit and everything whose total price is above 10,000. Can you modify this and give me the answer? Where O dot quantity into P dot price is greater than 10,000. Greater than 10,000. Okay. Once, if this is the case here, we'll try one more. Having total. This will also render. Okay. Having total greater than 10,000. So if we are doing this, previous one, having total price greater than 10,000 also works. But you need to give having, not where clause here. Okay. If you're giving where, then you have to give O dot quantity into price should be greater than 10,000. That alias will not work in the where clause. Okay, if this is done, tell me. Done, no? Okay. I'll send you some of the queries which you can sit and practice probably. Today I'll wind up a little early because I'm still not recovered actually. So I'm not able to sit. Is it okay if I send you a few videos you'll be able to follow? Will that be fine with you? Yeah? Okay. I'll send you a few of the videos. Majorly, you need to know a little bit about normalization. Okay, I'll send you that videos. If you finish that normalization, majority of the task is done. So I'll just brief you what you need to learn. Okay, what is database? Means however it will be in the recording. I'll tell you. You just listen. What is database? Difference between database and RDBMS. What is entity relationship diagram? What kind of relationships do you have? That is one to one to many to many. Those things are theoretically, it is very important. Have a look at it. All the constants, primary key, not null, unique, check, default, foreign key. This, when you're creating a table, after creation of the table, if you want to alter the table also, you should be able to know and do it. Okay. With respect to syntaxes, group by having sort, that is ascending or descending order, inner joins, left join, right join, distinct, all your aggregate functions, sum, average, max, min, all those stuff. Um, with respect to select into and insert into, just look into those thing as well because questions were there based on that. And um, when it comes to union and intersection sets. So those kind of queries also you need to check into. Once it is done, then two table joins, three table joins, four table joins. They can give up to five table joins. That one you have a look into. After all these things, what is 1NF? What is 2NF? What is 3NF? So I'll tell you one briefly about what is normalization, okay? Imagine I have a table. In the table, instead of segregating like this, imagine if I had CID, CNAME, PID, PNAME, price, OID, quantity, customer ID, name, address, all these things in one table only, but different columns. Do you think it is good way to proceed? If I have all the columns of each table here into one table, is it a good way of doing things? No. Why? For example, there is product table, no? And we have here PID, PNAME, CID. Okay. Imagine there is a category table. It has CID, CNAME, C description. Okay. We have product ID from 1 to so on up to somewhere around 100 we have. Okay. But categories we have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 categories. Now, if I would have given CID, CNAME and description as a part of product, okay, instead of deleting this category, and if I would have taken this two as a part of this particular thing, don't you think it will be repetitive? Because we have only two categories, no? For all these 100 products, don't you think your C name and C description will be repetitive? What will be overridden? Like, what is the overhead here? Time or space? What is overhead? Space. Because imagine there is a product one and this is nothing but Lux. And Lux belongs to which particular soap category 11. What is category 11? This is soap, let us say. And description some blah 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 blah. Okay. And we have like this, we have Liril, we have something called Rexona, we have Santur. Now, for all this will not change, no? It will remain same. So what you're doing, you're wasting the memory by keeping this repetitive entry again and again. So first we have to remove this part. When we have to remove, then we have to bifurcate things. Okay. That means you make sure that multi-valued things are not there and you bifurcate it into two categories. Here only twice you will write only one overhead what it will be your CID so that you can connect it to this particular table. So that segregation of atomic values, I think that is the first normal form. When you have a primary key and foreign key, that is your 2NF. Okay, that means you have separate sectors of data. You just look into that normalization. If there is any problem with normalization, you let me know. I'll create a video and send it to you. Okay. So understanding that 1NF, 2NF, 3NF is important. Later NFs are not so much, but those three are very important. Now they can also ask you a question on what is transaction, what is cursor. Okay. This all comes into programming language SQL, that is PLSQL. There you have cursors and everything. I'll just show you one example. Hmm. This one, begin, end, and all these things, where you program your SQL statements itself. So, how do you declare the variables in SQL? How do you create a function or a program? So, here they are taking two inputs. The way it is written is a little different. So, PLSQL in MySQL, it will not be so much, but in Microsoft SQL, right? This will make a very much difference, huge difference. So for now, not necessary to concentrate for mock interview with PLSQL, but little bit understanding of what is fundamentals, then that would be great. But if I have this knowledge, will it be good for my actual interview? Yes. Right now, do I need to concentrate on this? Not so much. Okay. Once this is done, all your SQL based stuff, entity diagram, creating entity diagram is more important. So just have a look at that part where diagrammatically you will be knowing things like, you know, what is the entity attribute and all, no? Explanation part of entity diagram, ER model, this one, strong entity, weak entity, figures, what do they represent? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆನಾ? Yeah. You need to go through these theoretical points. Okay. Here, if we have a dotted, what does it mean? Hmm? Okay. Multi-valued and all those attributes, what does it mean? Those things you have to understand. What is Cartesian product? That is one thing that you have to make a note of. So basically, this much if you know, it's well and good. And how will be the queries?